Hello? Can anyone hear me? Let me check. Okay, I see my voice being picked up on the mixer, so hopefully my voice is coming through. Hold on, give me a moment. Okay, how about now? Hopefully, hopefully it's not too loud because I repositioned the microphone. I hope there's no noticeable feedback either. Hang on, let me just readjust things. Okay, how's that? Is that better? Hello, Metal Wolf CX. I'm just setting things up again, for this game. How are you guys, tonight? And yeah, sorry, I wanted to, stream a little bit earlier. But, it's been getting, very cold now, lately in my area. Okay, so let me just switch to the game real quick. Let me just close a few things down. Okay. So, we're revisiting Crescent Pale Mist tonight, and we're revisiting it from the original PC release. You're gonna see some noticeable differences in the visuals. Most notably, this game is in the original resolution, but I do have it rendering at a higher resolution from the game settings. And I am using a 100% file that I have from playing this game a long time ago. So every item that you see here is, I worked towards unlocking it myself. So, and I also made sure to back up that save too, because I didn't want to go through the frustration of, re-unlocking everything again. Because getting all this stuff that you see here is not easy. I wouldn't mind doing it if there was like a new proper version of the game, but sadly, thanks to Rocket Android, they never gave us the PC re-release of this game that they promised that they were going to do at one point. So yeah. And yeah, I am playing this also the original Japanese text language because while there is a fan translation patch, the quality of the fan translation patch is sadly not good, so it is something that even the fan translator himself admitted. And he was going to make an updated version of this patch, but sadly, that never came through once, Rocket Android, got the rights to the game. You may have also noticed that the background is in red now, because when we first started this, it was blue the first time that we played it. So, going back to the screen, you notice down there, that's the enemy kill counter. If we hit about 8,000 enemies, that's what unlocks the Pen Ultimate difficulty level, and that unlocks once you have that requirement done and the Terror Medallion unlocked. But yeah, So we're gonna go through the difficulty on the game on the hardest difficulty, so that I can equip the most items as possible. Okay, hopefully I remember the setup that I use. I am going with a risk build for this. So basically what this is going to give me extra Pale Mist Wisp. I reduce the cost of my magic. I get a buff in my HP and starting stats. My Rowan build does more damage. It makes my defense weaker, but it makes my sword attack stronger. This extends the duration of the fear attack. This makes it... No, wait, this one extends the fear duration. This one makes it more capable of deflecting certain projectiles, and then this item in particular is going to be very essential because it's going to give me a smart bomb attack of sorts by pushing up and down, then the special button in that order, or vice versa. Okay, so hopefully they just double check everything. Okay, with that out of the way, I'll try to see if I can summarize the things that go on the best that I can remember from the English version. So here we are, getting back into the country of Gastikal. And our first order of business is to power ourselves up through killing these slimes here and harvesting some Pale Mist out of them. And you notice right away that the visuals is not as hazy or saturated as the PlayStation 3 version. And there's also no jump sound when you make a jump in this version as well. Okay, that's all of them. And here we meet Vizette, a mysterious witch who's asking us why are we doing here, since this place is pretty much a dangerous place that is definitely going to get people killed because of the overflowing Pale Mist that's been seeping throughout the Gastikal country. And she's letting us know that, Pale Mist can, definitely kill us, and she's asking, here is asking if she can let her through because she wants to stop the seepage of Pale Mist from getting to the rest of the world. Of course, Visit here doesn't want us to go through, so it gets to a point where now she's gonna basically have no choice but to resort to violence, and Visit is taken aback by concerning the thought of a human trying to fight her. So let's go get her out of the way. Nice. Yes, I did play this before, but it was the PlayStation 3 version. I'm playing the old PC version, which is why the art looks different from that version. This is the original Dojin artist, the original Dojin Circles art of the game. And admittedly, the last time I streamed this about a week ago, I was having a lot of problems went down when I tried to do the boss rush. So I'm trying to see if I can redeem myself for that. So anyways, Vizette tries to stick this giant skeletal dragon on us, so we're just gonna get him out the way. And we shouldn't waste any more time here, so on to the next level. Oh yeah, something else I'll mention too that was also kind of annoying, the PlayStation 3 port of the game. Annoyingly, when you start the game for the first time, it's stretched out to widescreen, even though this is not a widescreen game, unfortunately. I would like to see if there was if someone could make a widescreen version of this game. But yeah, sadly, since this game just almost lost media at this point, I doubt any of the chances of that ever happening anytime soon. So I'm just gonna kill these knights so I can get some pale mist out of them and buff my stats. Just backing things up. Gonna come down here and get this power up over here. Hello, Albie. How are you? And yeah, I'm trying to redeem myself from the last time I tried to play this. So right now we're on the story mode portion of this, and hopefully I can actually beat boss rush this time. I'm pretty sure Dual Override is definitely going to be using the NC Framework engine from the looks of the trailer shown. Because that's what it definitely reminds me of, considering that that's what Mega Man 11 used from that game. So on our way here, we almost get attacked by this spear, and she recognizes it. And the one who wields that spear is this guy right here, Sore. He is a knight, and he's trying to protect the country, and he also, is hesitant on trying to fight her, considering that they used to be allies at one point. I mean, that could be possibly a thing if a dual override does well. If that, that's just me speculating. But yeah. And right now she's questioning about who could be behind the seepage of the pale mist that's been going on in Gasikal, and she suspects that it could be another ally of her, El Shira El Gasikal, another researcher in the Research Alliance. I don't know about Mega Man Legends 3, to be honest, if Capcom's ever going to do that game. Because I still don't, fully trust them to make a good Legends 3. Especially not without Inafune around. Yeah, there was also this news post that I heard somewhere about Capcom trying to get into not only Mega Man but also get into other series like Devil May Cry and such. Anyways, so out of nowhere, this magical field that looks vaguely similar comes around, and we find out that this barrier belongs to Sorei's sister, who is a absolute psycho, and she's trying to intervene and questioning him she's questioning him why is she trying to kill her. Obviously, Sorei has his hesitation not trying to kill her, but of course, Narshu here doesn't want to resolve things peacefully. She, in fact, Narshu is out for her blood. And Narshu just whisks away into another dimension, away from the castle. And here she is, thinking she's hot shit to us. And also mad as hell that we have the power to control the Pale Mist magic. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Dual Override's just trying to maybe test the waters, to gauge interest on the series again. Although it's been a long time since they even did a Mega Man game, considering the gap between 11 until now. Narshu here is surprised by how strong that we are, considering what she's up against, and here's trying to ask her to take her back to the castle so that she can stop what's going on here. But of course, Narshu doesn't want to, and she's still out for her blood. And she's also questioning the things that the Research Alliance has also been examining. Like the forbidden spell that led to a destruction of a nation a long time ago. Hopefully I'm memorizing some of the stuff that I'm trying to remember from this game, since this is the Japanese version. And still surprised by how we were able to stop her. So she takes off and just leaves us to die in the next area. Okay, you know now. Finally finds herself back in reality, or back into the regular dimension that she was in. She recognizes the terrain around her, and she believes that she's somewhere underneath the castle. So that's we're gonna head into the castle from the back door. It seems, thanks to Narju. This is also the stage. This is where the start of the game starts to become even more labyrinthine with the level design. Thankfully, I do know the shortcut. Hopefully, I don't mess this up and get lost and take the long way around. Oops. Okay, here's the shortcut. Basically, we have to get past this barrier, so we're gonna need this slime here. That's the safe way to do it. Okay, the hard part's over. I'm actually gonna get past through the rest of the shortcut from here. And we're already at the boss. Just gotta cross this chasm here. Oops. And much to Yuno's horror, she finds this thing. This thing's called the Dagneve. And wondering how she was about to wonder how this thing got here, but concerning we're in a rush for time, we pretty much have to get this thing out of the way so we can head back into the castle. And this is where the dragon whistle comes into play, since it's going to help me clear out a lot of these homing projectiles. Normally you can cut the projectiles yourself, but since they're much more numerous in this difficulty, it's probably much safer to just clear them out this way. now that the barrier's open, we can go for a side. And by that, I mean unload all these rolling belts at it. Nice, so 3 cycles across. And she's suspecting that there's something probably worse at the scenes. In the scenes, I mean. Alright, probably one of the worst stages in the game to get lost to, speaking from experience. I remember back when I played this originally, you know, without much assistance from how little, you know, guys there are in this game, especially, you know, guys that weren't in English. Yeah, this place was an absolute nightmare to get lost in, and also trying to find some of the items, since some of them can be in esoteric places. Yeah, if I remember correctly, there's also a particular super boss in this place too that can be an actual pain to deal with. Nah, I missed it. Okay, third sign of the charm. Third or fourth, I think. Just go there to cool down. Okay. Okay, take care of that bulldozer, banana face. Oops. Oops, overshot my jump. to get some Pale Mist out of this game so I can prepare myself for the upcoming boss fights ahead. Try and see if I can lure this pumpkin so I can get up to the pillows over here. Ooh, almost. Trying to use the contingency fine here. You gotta shatter this crystal here. Just if I can actually hit it. There we go. Out of here. Hello, Dawn. Nice to see you here. And yeah, the music is really good. I think this game, if I recall correctly, is pretty much made by like mostly one guy. And we're about to meet up with another member of the Gaskill Research Alliance, Kuro. This little bastard has no respect for the living, since he wants to. He's hoping on trying to examine the forbidden spell and the dangers of the Pale Mist, just so that we can learn how to actually use its powers and actually control it. Because originally, back then, when the people of the Gaskill Nation used the spell to fight off a war against neighboring nations, it backfired on them and it sent them into the very place that we are right now. Yeah, honestly, I kind of miss the old character designs from the old. This is from the old PC release. The version that I played earlier did redraw the characters in a more higher res anime art style, but I actually kind of like. I actually like the old style more. It's a shame that that's not an option on the PlayStation 3 port, and unfortunately, we never got a PC port of that game either. So this guy, Kuro here, he's basically fighting us with an unfair advantage in that we can't actually fly to get him. So we have to actually get creative in how to actually deal damage to him. He also has these bullets that will build up my magic meter and force me to cause an explosion on myself because of the Pale Mist magic is very volatile. That's funny. It's funny you mentioned that too because it kind of reminds me of Chaos Legion, where the Book of Yisar gets spelled crazy and backwards. So, Hero's trying to ask him to stop and get out of her way because she's trying to stop the Pale Mist from leaking into the world, and Kuro is trying to press her on why she left the Research Alliance and what she's so scared about. Of course, doesn't want to jeopardize the lives of people that Kuro wants to do. Of course, a conflict of interest like this seems to be like the only way to resolve that is through violence, it seems. And yeah, I wish I could play an English version of the old PC version, but sadly like I mentioned earlier, the old fan translation patch is honestly not good. Like, it's not only rough in the translation, the choice of words, but it also adds things like swearing that wasn't even in the original script, as far as I'm aware. And it's also not well programmed either, too, which is unfortunate because that's the only translation patch that this old PC version has. Here goes phase 2, where now he starts shooting these black spikes into the ground, and they can hurt Helico, and they're also annoying to deal with. He's still pressing us on about the issue of trying to unlock the power of the Forbidden, and of course we are not trying to use that power for our own personal benefit. Yeah, Kuro still insists on trying to pressure us into, pushing his ideals onto me, so... Yeah, they want to use the power of this forbidden spell to basically fight back at their enemies, and back when the nation used this spell, it dragged them into this dimension. So, it's trying to, prevent, the Guskill Alliance from misusing its powers, because it's a very dangerous spell. But we're gonna eventually soon find out the reason behind why the spell is dangerous. Oh yeah, not sure. I also forgot to mention in the old PC version, as you can see right here, there was a mouse cursor, but sadly you can't do anything with a mouse. Ironically, so you can't even use it in the menus. I mean, it's a nice little touch, but yeah, kind of a shame that's not actually useful in the game menus. Of course, power-hungry bastards like him just want to be a coward and try to abandon us when we're trying to stop him from using a dangerous spell for his own personal gain. Okay, stage 5, probably the most straightforward stage in this game, next to the final one, and it also has one of the most bullshit boss battles in the entire game, if not hardly more so than the final boss. And ooh, I managed to get that power up. That might come handy. So the main pathway around here, oops, is to use the pumpkins, the onion, I mean, to cross the chasm with the wrong help. Well, since I'm down here, may as well grab this. Also gonna take advantage of this onion here to recover some lost health. Oops, overshot it. Oops. Ah, messed it up. Crap. Ah, missed that power up. Okay, here comes the mini boss. First, I'm going to take care of the Plunder Red first, since I can get a lot of shots in from above, using his allies to help me boost in the air. I just gotta dismantle the team one by one. I do want to save that one for later, so I can recover some of my health afterwards. Okay, that wasn't too hard. So I can't say the same for the upcoming boss in the stage. Okay, nearing the end. Oops, didn't mean to throw out multiple at once. Okay, good. Another defense up. Oop. Let me just take advantage of some pretty pale mist here. take care of this second banana face golem here. I pretty much destroyed him. He barely touched me. Now it's just a straight beeline to the boss. And we come back talking with Saray here. Here they're going to try to continue on with the conversation that they were having earlier, and Saray apologizes for Narji's interruption from earlier. Anyway, absolute bullshit boss battle. And by that I mean I'm not joking. Like, he can actually destroy you if you're not careful. Yeah, although I'd argue this this fight is a lot more bullshit, and you're gonna see why. I'm trying to be careful because he has a particularly nasty attack around this second phase of the fight. Actually, two, because I'm getting close to the other one that's gonna probably destroy me quickly if I'm not careful. Okay, that's one of them. Ooh. That could easily trap you in and do a whole lot of damage. Again, Yuno's trying to beg him to beg Sorry to stop and try to, ask him. Try to let him know why she left the country after their callous pursuit of the forbidden spell and such. And Saray, being bound by honor, he's not willing to back down from defending the country. And I try to stop me from trying to stop the seepage of the Pale Mist. Oops, shit. This attack is probably the most bullshit thing in the entire game. Those spinning lances will trap you in an infinite loop and will kill you in very painful ways if you let too many of them trap you at once. Ooh, almost got caught again. Okay, got him. So, exhausted from the battle, he finally stands down, but he asks if we can promise to try to stop Al, if I remember correctly. I might be getting that mixed up. But he lets us know that we're going to be facing